Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Are you a network marketing professional? Are you looking to get crystal clear on your goals and what you have to do to achieve them? If the answer is yes, keep listening. My friends over at 90 Day Habits created a journal specifically for network marketers. It is the exact blueprint they use to reach the top 1% in their network marketing company. This 90 Day Habits journal will help you stay intentional, organized, and build habits to keep you on track toward your business goals. I use this journal. I love the creators of this journal. I love the energy around it, and I love the results it brings to my daily organization. Leaders make quick decisions. Then they make the right decision. Make the decision to commit to your business today with the 90 Day Habits Journal available at 90day, 90dayhabits.co, 90dayhabits.co, and use Level Up 15, all capital, for 15% off your order. Hello, my Level Up family. So we are going to expand a little bit from last week. So last week we spoke about decluttering, like decluttering things like your home and your closet and your car, because all of that stuff is like, it's stifling and it does hold you back from, because the area that you hang out in makes a huge difference. So this week we're going to be talking about 10 ways to declutter your mind, like to really empty out your mind, allow you to have clarity and peace and focus, because success begins in your mind. Our thoughts, right? We know this, become things. Our thoughts create our beliefs, right? So if we're thinking we're amazing, our belief is going to be we're amazing. If our thought is that we're not good enough, that thought is going to take root as a belief that we're not good enough. Our beliefs create our action. So if we feel we're not good enough, we're not going to take action, right? If we feel we're amazing and we've owned that belief, we're going to take action. Our mindset creates our results. So we've all heard this. If you think you can, or if you think you can't, you are absolutely right. So building your mindset starts with decluttering your mind. Mental clutter can be really heavy. It can be overwhelming. And too many of you are allowing things and thoughts to live in your head rent-free and hold you back from your greatness, your potential, and the life that you are meant to lead. They're keeping you from what's next, from leveling up, okay? It's the quiet voice saying, right, inside of your head, you're not ready, or you're not good enough, or you've missed the boat, or look at them, they're so much better, or they're more qualified, or you aren't a good leader. Those thoughts are a result of past experiences or beliefs, again, that have taken root. People you've allowed to speak negativity over your life or your business, and it is time to declutter. It's time to move forward, and it is time to level up. So when our mind is decluttered, life becomes, or I should say, when our mind is cluttered, life becomes overwhelming. So building your success becomes stressful. Our brains are on overload. So here's what's so exciting. We have 100% control over this. Clear your mind. We're going to clear your mind. That's what we're going to focus on today, right? 10 ways to clear your mind, to declutter your mind, and we're going to watch and see what happens. So let's get right into it. Number one, this is kind of freeing. Just accept what is. It's just some things, it just is what it is. Letting go and releasing is powerful. There are things in life that we cannot change, and we waste so much energy. We allow those thoughts when something comes to come and to go when you think of these things. Don't allow them to take root, because when we try to control them, they stay, they take root, they grow, and then they manifest. It's normal to have thoughts that don't serve us. Every single one of us. It's so easy for me to say, think positively all the time. My friends, that's not the case. I too have thoughts that don't serve me, right? But that's the time that we close our eyes, we breathe, and we like literally have a visual of those thoughts floating away. So one of the things that I love to say to myself, like when a thought comes in my mind and I find that I'm like holding on to it, is to ask myself, is this true? Is this a fact? Like, do I know beyond the shadow of a doubt that this is true? And just about all the time, it isn't a fact. It's a thought that I'm allowing to become a belief. It isn't true. My mind is saying it's true. So maybe you could say, this person doesn't like me. Do you know that to be true? Do you know that to be absolutely true? Or are you basing it on something that happened in the past, right? So that's just an example, but we all do this. So like there's a Disney song from, gosh, what movie is it from? It's called Let It Go. Why is it not coming to me? You know, with Olaf, and it'll come to me. But think of that song. I love that song. And like, just like letting it go. So number 2, speak life over yourself. We have the power to fill our minds up with life. I'm such a huge fan of affirmations. So write them down, read them out loud, do affirmations daily, several times a day. I am beautiful. I am successful. I am strong. I am wealthy. I am worthy. I am a visionary. I am calm. I am grateful. Speak life over your business. Most people focus on what isn't going right. This didn't work out. This fell through. This person rejected me. This person canceled on me. Or they focus on their insecurities. You're amazing. Speak life. Focus on your strengths. Speak life over your health. I am beautiful. I am healthy. I am strong. Speak life over your relationships. Every time you speak life, you're watering your mind. You are removing the clutter, because all those negative thoughts they're like clutter. They're like junk. You're like hoarding them. I want you to picture your mind, what a hoarding house looks like. That's what a cluttered mind looks like. So fill your mind with so much love that you starve the limiting beliefs. When a limiting belief arises, replace it with speaking life. So like, here's an example. So a limiting belief could be, I'm afraid to pick up the phone. And you could replace that with speaking life. I am an amazing leader, and I add so much value to everyone that I share with. Okay. So another example, a limiting belief could be, my business isn't where I want it to be. Replace it with, I am growing and I am thriving and I am learning every day, because your mind dictates your actions. So remove the clutter and speak life. Number 3, remove the guilt. Oh, I'm not only talking to you, I'm actually screaming that into myself. Guilt is a language that my entire life, it takes root for me, whatever. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm the oldest. I don't know, because I always feel like I need to take care of everybody, but it's an area for me that I am a work in progress for the rest of my life. And here's the thing about guilt. It is the lowest form of energy. So when we're releasing guilt, it removes so much clutter from our mind. So maybe you have guilt for hurting someone. Repeat this. Everything is working out for everyone's highest good. So maybe you hurt them, but they're going to realize at some point, I'm so grateful that he or she hurt me, because I'm now with the person that I'm meant to be. So if you believe that, you truly believe that, then the hurt will go away, and that they're going to be better off in the long run. And as parents, we can feel guilty thinking we didn't do enough for our kids. Like, I do that sometimes, okay? Quite often. And then remind yourself that all that you do, right? And sometimes we're just doing the best we possibly can. So recognize where it's coming from. Apologize if you feel that you owe somebody an apology. Like, sometimes we're feeling guilty because we just did something that wasn't really nice. Or maybe we forgot something that was really important to somebody else. Or maybe we didn't make someone a priority when we really probably should have. It's okay to ask for forgiveness. And sometimes we need to forgive ourselves, because we can't change the past, but we can move forward. So have you ever felt guilty, for example, for not giving something your all? I have. Well, like, let it go. Own it. Acknowledge it. Take a step forward. Because again, we can't change the past. However, we have the ability to create our future. But if we're constantly living with that clutter in our mind, like, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or I'm so upset that I wasted that month, or I all of these things, I let that goal slip by, or I didn't. Let it, it's over. You can't change it. And so get that hoarding out of your mind and learn how to release. Number 4, create a vision. You guys, I don't know if we do a podcast where we don't talk about vision, because you can't level up anything without seeing it first. You have to see it in your mind before you could create it. So when you create a vision, your vision comes from your imagination. So we all have the ability to create a vision. But again, if your mind is full of clutter, if it's filled with limiting beliefs and guilt and not letting go, you're not focused on your vision. So most people see what is. They focus on what's right in front of them. They look at their current business. They look at their past business. They look at what people are doing or what they're not doing. Create a vision. So let that take root in your mind. Like, where are you going to be in a month? Where are you going to be in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, in 5 years? What do you want your life to look like? Like, dream big, be bold, put it in color. What do you want to earn? See it when you close your eyes, and then give that vision power and believe it. And so what happens is that kind of melts away the clutter. So when you have those things that appear in your mind, it's like your vision is going to be bigger than the nonsense, because it's impossible to create your vision without having all the stuff that's going to happen to you along the way. But when you allow that to take root and add clutter in your brain, then it's going to fog your vision. So I want you to realize, looking through a windshield and it's perfectly clear, and you just went through the car wash and your car is amazingly clear, and you're like, I could drive forever. And then you get short into your drive, and then there's rain, and then there's hail, and then there's snow, and then a huge truck goes by and it's covered with dirt. And now all of a sudden you can't see a thing. That's what it looks like when you keep having clutter in your mind and you allow it to block your vision or prevent you from creating a vision. So our goal is to be a world-class leader. And a world-class leader, we see what we want. A world-class leader is a constant creator. They have a vivid imagination. And as a result, they don't sweat the small stuff. They're not going to get upset with rejection. Their imagination's so big, they know what's on the other end of that rainbow. They focus on their vision and they continue to move forward. Their vision keeps them excited. Their vision expands their mind. It moves out the clutter. It becomes the focus. Your dominating thoughts become your vision. And that vision, it moves us. It inspires us. It melts away the excuses and the thoughts that don't serve us. So build that vision daily. Grow it daily. See it daily. Because without vision, we lose perspective. We focus on the obstacle instead of knowing that the obstacle is the way. The journey is part of it. So see the big picture. Number 5, journaling. Journaling is so helpful and so beneficial to decluttering your mind. Journaling is amazing. So it's just about getting your thoughts out on paper, not overthinking it, not judging, not writing what you think you should be writing, because then you're avoiding the clutter. It's like you're pushing your clothes in that corner of the closet, that big horrific pile that you don't want to deal with. So this is so simple to do, but most people don't journal. They don't. Every once in a blue moon, but they don't do it consistently. So start simple, set a timer for maybe a minute or 2 minutes or 30 seconds and just start writing. Get all of your thoughts down on paper. And as you do it more, add more time. And again, there's not a right or a wrong thing to write, because sometimes some of my thoughts, I've read them and I was like, wow, are you thinking that? Do you believe that? Where did that come from, right? So you're getting it all down on paper. Don't edit it. Don't overthink it. It's not for anybody else to read. Just write and make this a daily habit. So when I journal, I love to do it in the morning. I do a lot of journaling at night, and journaling does bring up a lot, and it can bring our mind clutter could come up that you didn't even know were there. So and some people will get that pen and paper and they just don't even know what to journal, then honestly, that's a sign that you do have a lot of clutter, that there's actually stopping it, almost like a dam, to let your thoughts to flow. So just some ideas. You could start with journaling with what you're grateful for. You could start journaling about your day. You could journal about your wins. You could journal about your goals. You can journal about your vision. You can journal about your relationship. Journal about how you're feeling at the present time when you're taking that pen to your paper. Journal about the challenges you've had. Journal about your dream life. Journal about your fears. Journal about your future. It declutters and fills your mind with amazing energy. Named one of Oprah's favorite things in 2018, Cozy Earth's best-selling bamboo sheet set is temperature regulating and incredibly soft. Cozy Earth's bedding collection offers a variety of luxury pillows, sheets, blankets, and more. Cozy Earth's linen bedding collection adds a casual elegance to any space and captures the fabric's breezy, timeless appeal. They are so unbelievably soft, so unforgettably comfortable. CozyEarth.com products are made from responsibly sourced viscose from bamboo. Feels like heaven to the touch. At CozyEarth.com, you can explore their latest arrivals like new blankets, throws, expertly crafted from luxury fabrics like cashmere bamboo, ideal for year-round warmth and coziness, available in a range of earthly neutrals. I just got my set and I absolutely love them. So Cozy Earth provided an exclusive offer for my listeners today, up to 35% off site-wide when you use the code LEVEL UP. Number 6, meditate and breathe. I actually feel like I need to breathe right now because I'm talking like a mile a minute because I get these things in my head and then my words come out quicker than my thoughts. Okay. So meditating and breathing, this is a skill and every single one of us could learn it. I did not meditate until, let's see, we're in 2023 now. I started in 2016. So most of my entrepreneur journey, I didn't meditate. I didn't even know how to slow down. So every single one of us can learn this. It is a skill. You can do it anywhere. You could do it at any time. And the more you practice, the better you become. So I love to meditate. It actually feels amazing to completely shut myself down. It's peaceful. It opens my mind. For me, it gives me clarity. Like I pray a lot. And I feel like when I pray, I pray in gratitude, but I also ask a lot of questions. And I feel like when I meditate, God answers me because I'm calm, I'm peaceful, and it really allows me to listen. It absolutely declutters your mind. You're still, you're focusing on your breathing. And you could also listen to guided meditations. And you could search on YouTube and search abundance meditations or meditations with love, joy, success, positive thinking, sleep. And so the more you do this, the better you're going to become. And the more you do it, the more you're going to look forward to it. And the more you do it, you're going to realize the power of it because it opens your mind. It allows ideas to come to you. It expands your vision. You learn and you realize that you have infinite possibility inside of you. Meditation increases mental clarity. It reduces anxiety. So where does anxiety live? It lives in our minds. It decreases stress. So that's clutter in our minds. It makes us happier, which eliminates clutter in our minds. It increases self-awareness. It increases energy. So all of these things declutter your mind. So my friends, it's such a game changer. So hypothetically, I'm going to ask you, because you can't answer me back, do you meditate? And do you do it daily? And if not, I'm asking you to start now because it will change your life and it absolutely will declutter your mind. Number 7, get enough sleep. I hear people all the time, they'll say it in a bragging way. I don't need much sleep. I can function on 4 to 5 hours. We're not here to function. We're here to thrive. So sleep is so important. Getting my minimum is 7 hours of sleep. Ideally, I love to have 8 hours of sleep. That's optimum. And with 8 hours of sleep, if you look at studies, it shows that it sharpens your concentration. You have better decision making. Again, decluttering, improved memory, decluttering, because if you're trying to remember things, it's all that clutter in your brain. It's like looking for that shirt that you haven't seen in 17 years and it's somewhere. Good sleep, 8 hours of sleep gives you the ability to manage stress, help you maintain your mental well-being, supports brain function, heightens creativity, and all of those things. Think about it. Declutters your mind. So sleep is healthy. Resting is healthy. Allowing the body to recharge each day with proper rest is a game changer. So fall asleep without distractions. Don't fall asleep scrolling. So meditate like we just talked about, or journal or pray, but allow the mind to center, to be calm, because also the thoughts that we fall asleep with is the energy that we go to bed with, and it's how we begin our next day. Number 8, move your body. I love to walk. I used to be a big time runner. That was amazing too. It just got me outside. I felt calm, a peace. And so when I'm out there, I focus on my surroundings. I feel the air. I love the way the sun feels hitting my face. And it's perfect to declutter my mind because also when you're moving your body, it results in better sleep, right? Which we just talked about because it's all connected. Movement improves brain function. as well as thinking process, decluttering the mind. Walking boosts blood flow to the brain, decluttering the mind. It decreases stress hormones. It increases mood. All of this is adding to decluttering the mind. Like, there are people that think the way I exercise has nothing to do with my success, or I'm working so much I don't have time to move my body. I don't have time to get a good night's sleep. I don't have time to journal. All of that will get you to a certain level and you will crash. You will get to a certain level and you will not evolve and you will not become the person you're meant to be in this world. All of these things are so connected. Okay. Number 9, prioritize. So what is your goal? What is your goal? Before you go to bed, write it down. Write down at least 3 things that you're going to be accomplishing the next day to move forward. So often we allow the day to run us instead of running our day. Focus on what you want, what you need to do, right, to create it. Break it down, make a plan, prioritize. And what does that do? It frees up our mind. We know exactly what we want. We know what we need to do. And many times we say that we want to grow, and yet we're standing still. And a big part of it is prioritizing your day. It clears your mind. What is most important to you? Make that list. Prioritizing helps remove the busy work. We too often confuse working with managing. And when you prioritize, you make working the most significant tasks a priority. It declutters your mind because you're doing what needs to be done to move your life forward instead of thinking about it and not getting it done. And learn how to say no to things that aren't in alignment with your priorities. Because when we say yes, but we really wanted to say no, you ever say yes to something like, why did I just say yes? Like, I really don't want to do that. It adds clutter to our mind because now we're thinking about it. We're thinking of a way out of it. We're thinking why we said that. Be okay with just saying no, thank you. You're allowed. And all of this allows your mind to declutter. Focus on what you want. Make your goals a priority and block out the noise. Number 10, release negative thoughts. And I know that this is so much easier said than done. Isn't it amazing that we know what we think about, we bring about? We know that what we focus on expands. From time to time, we have negative thoughts. And then what do? We keep thinking them. They keep showing up and it becomes a pattern. So positive thinking changes your life. It changes your results. It declutters your mind. When we develop optimism, it benefits our physical and our mental health. Positive thinking reduces stress. It lowers our rate of depression. Where does depression take root? In our minds. So positive thinking creates better psychological thinking. It increases our coping skills. We will face obstacles. And when you learn how to focus on the positive, it just declutters your mind. Releasing negative thoughts and replacing them with positive thoughts is a skill. You can build this skill. Every single one of us can. You will be amazed how it frees up your mind. Have you ever missed an appointment because of traffic? Have you ever missed a flight because of delays? Have you ever had a flight be canceled? Have you ever had someone quit your business? And so often we focus on what, this was meant to be. We were meant to be on that flight. They were meant to be in my business. I was meant to be at that appointment. Were you? Were you? Do you know that to be a fact? Because maybe you weren't. Maybe it was a blessing you missed it. Maybe you're exactly where you're meant to be. Maybe the next person that's supposed to step into your life is right there in the airport and you would have never met them if you weren't delayed, but you need to declutter your mind to even see them, to even acknowledge them. Because again, most people's mind are so cluttered. They're so pissed that they're there that they can't find the gratitude and really think, maybe I'm supposed to be here. When you think with positivity and come from a place of gratitude, everything changes, right? So here are a few examples of negative thinking and how you can replace that thought with positive ones, right? So a negative thought could be, I've never done that before. And you could replace it with, I'm so excited to learn something new. A negative thought, it's hard. How about replacing it with, I love challenges. That's how I grow. Here's another one, it's impossible. How about replacing it with, I'm possible. You're possible. I'm possible, and I believe that everything is possible. So decluttering our mind expands our possibilities. And our goal is to build a life that we love, to live out our purpose, to become who we are meant to be in this world, to make an impact, to live a life of greatness. And it does start with cleaning out our minds. And our goal is to fill our mind with so much good that we starve the doubt. Success is an inside job. And so often we look around, we wait for the next person to come in and change our lives or change our business. We keep doing the same thing and wondering why we're not growing. Success starts in our minds. It's building our mindset. It's clearing out the negative and creating calm and having a vision. Those who look on the outside dream. Those who look on the inside awaken. Who you are today will only get you so far. Who you become is why people will stay. It is why people will follow you. If you want what most people do not have, you must be willing to do what most people don't do. Average people don't journal. Average people don't meditate. Average people focus on the negative. Changing your mind is a choice. It is all part of building the mindset of a champion. So I love you all. I believe in you. And I am so grateful to be leveling up together.